Okay, we're in the Middle East at Bahrain, and we've got flying taking off straight into the wind, which is nice. Uh, it is an island, a couple of islands, so let's just quickly fly around them both. That's the plan, simple plan. Parking brake off. And we're rolling. Watch the ticker when it gets to 30 knots, 40 knots. Oh, there's another windsock there. I've got to put some rudder in usually. Today it seems to be left. Okay, now I'm doing very cautious take-offs these days. And because we're going straight into the wind, that was really unfair. That's interesting. So this aircraft does have rather a large tail. And I reckon that's what was influencing all my other takeoffs. It's sensitive to crosswinds. Mike India Golf 1. Oh, yeah, let me talk, please. Mike India Golf 1. Right. So yeah, man-made island. Let's get a bit higher up to see the shape of it. Kind of man-made islands over there, which are all kinds of, you see, straight edges and whatnot. But we're going to go counterclockwise as usual. And we're going to step on it. See what we can see of this interesting looking place. Certainly different to the last place we're at, which is the Bahamas, very lush and tropical. This is, on the other hand, rather dry looking. As we can see if we... Yeah, quite dry. Quite dry. Lots of interesting shapes in the harbours there. In fact, didn't I read somewhere that some of those shapes form Arabic letters from space? Could be true. You can see one main highway running up the centre of the island. Notice they've got the appropriate colour scheme on for this part of the world. Very interesting. Interesting roundabout in the middle of the intersection, right in the middle there. Distinctive shape to that. Can we see it? Yeah, it's a bit hard to get the zoom right. Not to worry. Okay, we're sitting up about 5,000 feet to get a overview of the place. Lots of sand. Now, how many airports are there? Channel 2. Yeah, okay, there's about eight airports in close proximity to us, so that's interesting. There's another one right here off the, oh, you can't see where I'm pointing. Yeah, just behind the canopy rail now. Just about there. Cool. And another one, which I'm going to frame. It's just above the canopy rail now. And now it's between, just left of the head-up display. Okay, interesting. Alrighty, well let's head back to the airfield. Have a quick look at the new cockpit setup while we're doing it. You see, I've got digital backups left and right here for the altimeter and airspeed. Everything's working fine. Not really enough time on these flights to fool around with it, but I've got basic autopilot functions working. In fact, the main one, let's try it with my there we go, it's working. Look, hands free. Let's so I've just selected heading. Now I'm going to change the heading here and move it left, and sure enough the plane is tracking left. I'm just using trim to keep check on the altitude. So right down here, if you can see it, putting the heading left. That bug's changing the middle of the screen. Can we see that? No. Too small. So I can just look around. The autopilot's now it's straightening, leveling out on that heading of north that I had selected. So I've got to say that now that it's working, I don't know why it wasn't working properly before, but having these tactile buttons in the Elgato Stream Deck gives a really positive feel. You don't even have to look. You can feel your way around that keyboard. It's great. And of course they've got their own illumination. Easy to program. Good stuff. Okay, let's call in at this airport. Which one did we take off from? Number 3. Channel 3. Mike India Golf 4. Yeah, worked. Which runway? 30 right, that's what I thought he said. Yep. So not too far from this heading. Where are we? Let's look at the map. Let's look at the map. Zoom in. And we're going to get 30 right. Okay. Yep, we're actually lined up pretty well. Okay, let's get everything squared away here. We're in the map. So I've mapped the map to a button down here, up next to the autopilot. And let's talk to this guy. Mike India Golf 1. Let's cancel the autopilot down here. Get speed brakes. I'm going to swing out a little bit, give myself a bit more breathing room, space. Mike India Golf 1. Mike India Golf 1. I'm mumbling too much. So. Did you say left or right? Right, yep. That's what I thought. Crucial difference. Let's go. Geared out. Gears travelling. Now flaps down and then back 1 notch. Okay. And there we are, runway 30 right in front of us. Let's get the trim right, speeds coming back, bit of air brake will help. Trim up. Yep, almost there. Very badly lined up, but we'll just fix that at the last minute. And rather fast actually, but we'll be alright. That was a bit rough. After all that. Should have been an easy landing, but there you go. Talk too much, you know. So there we are. It was a very quick flight around Bahrain. And I'll skip you the long taxi, which will probably take about as long as that whole flight did. And we'll see you on the next one.